And welcome to Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, final year for the oldest building in the NBA, but no doubt, over these decades, there's been no shortage of excitement.
Oh, when I think about Run TMC, you think about the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and then the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond.
As good as it gets. Paul to Anthony. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Curry with it up top. He'll run the offense. Inside, he scores. Curry, no doubt, is a transformative player. Some say for the worst. Is there too much of a reliance on the three-point shot at all levels?
No, we're watching the game evolve, and Stephen Curry has been critical in changing the narrative. But I want kids at home to recognize that they see the finished product. They see somebody who makes 1,000 jumpers a day. And I love what Team USA is doing when they talk about removing the three-point line. It's imperative that kids have the right mechanics. If you have the right mechanics, your range will take care of itself.
And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Anthony, fires the three, and Carmelo Anthony, zero hesitation as he knocks down the three. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your new role. He is no longer a starter in this league. He's a guy that's going to need to be positive on the bench, bring in his shooting abilities off the bench, and also be a coach when he's on the floor. That's the next step in the evolution for Carmelo Anthony.
Thompson, terrific vision, and scores. Strong take. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it, on the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Anthony. Working it outside to P.J. Tucker. Harden buries it on the catch and shoot. Sometimes it looks like he's not locked in, but think otherwise.
Let's be honest. Sometimes he is not locked in when the ball isn't in his hands. But do you need James Harden to be locked in 100% of the time? No, you need him to be locked in 95% when he has the ball in his hands. That's when something spectacular is going to happen offensively for your team.
Harden. He'll take that any day. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Nice pass to set things up. Can't connect from in close.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
It's Thompson. To Curry. Thompson goes to the left side. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Hart with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Anthony. Curling inside. Harden. He buries it off the step back. Can only imagine how frustrating that is to stop.
It's beyond an arduous task for the defender. I'm getting frustrated even talking about it. Let me tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, he's been top 5 in the league since the 2012-13 season in free throws attempted per game. That's pretty impressive. Will make any defender hesitant. And number 2, whenever the league implements a rule about you, call it the Harden rule, for his knack for drawing cheap fouls, that's going to make any defender have a difficult time guarding Mr. Harden.
Iguodala to bring it up. Margins 8. Gets to the basket and scores.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
A bad pass there. Warriors have it. Livingston across the timeline. Now down 6. Buries the 3.
You know, someone I had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Hits the free throw. Anthony.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Harden to P.J. Tucker for 3. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Green to Thompson. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Give him a spot. Hurry up, hurry up.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy. Now a 3 at the buzzer. And it's no good as time's run out here in the first quarter. That ends the first quarter. The Rockets with the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Warriors have the basketball. To Cousins. Thompson. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Paul into the front court. His team up by 7. Paul gets it in the left corner. Harden. Yes. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on you.
It's in the hands of James Harden. To P.J. Tucker, deep left corner. Anthony buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. If he's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
To P.J. Tucker. Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep right corner. Anthony had made his first couple, but he misses there. Cook to bring it into the front court. They trail by 7. And Draymond Green throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions, Houston.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Stephen Curry. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Harden. going to launch beyond the arc. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
It's a big finish.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2" guard. Scary.
Houston takes over. Harden. Capella down low. Nene. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down 6. Curry to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Durant across the timeline. Down 8. To Capella. Nice pass to set things up. He throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Curry. Durant. Tough shot. He hits. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen, watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Curry buries it. It's a 3. His instincts are unnatural. But what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
To Harden. Fires the 3. He was all over it. Works it. Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knight into the front court. Up by 6. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden.
Hey, right here. ISO. Watch the cutter, man.
Rockets with 4 to shoot. It's Harden. Knocks it down. Off the step back. Deep 3. At the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Rockets in front. Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Curry to Thompson. Harden into the front court. Leads 5. Paul. Jumper's good. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Harden goes to the right side. Anthony, yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Durant can't get past the defender. To Durant. Driving right to the basket. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Curry to Durant. 4-3. That's a dangerous spot. Kevin Durant wide open. He nails it. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Anthony.
Okay, keep doing your thing.
Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Thompson to bring it into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Curry to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first 3, but that shot off the mark.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
It's no good. Shots not going down. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Cousins to Green. Down low, Boogie. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Harden shoots. The shot no good by Harden. To Curry. Durant. Smothering D.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
A shot by Durant that's no good.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Curry to Durant. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oh, Capella up to block it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Anthony cleans it up around the perimeter. To Anthony. From long range. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Got to the rim but couldn't finish. To Harden. Whoa! What a finish!
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Gordon with it. Lead is 12. Beyond the arc for 3. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
To Paul. Warriors come away with it. Durant. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys down big. A lot of contact, no whistle. Paul with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Harden. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Oh, with with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. Second of three, off the mark. Three quarters complete. It's been all Rockets. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. James Harden at the controls. Fires the three, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down a bundle. Durant. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Carter Williams to Anthony for three, and Carmelo Anthony. He won't miss those. Hits the wide open three. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch and shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Gordon with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Carter Williams. Capella. Anthony. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Curry. Durant. Curry. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Well, you can't do that.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 3, Chris Paul. Subbing in for the Golden State Warriors. Number 11, Klay Thompson.
Harden to Anthony. Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
To Cousins, curling inside. Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish. Whoa, that was like an express train. No local stops.
It's like you walking into the tunnel getting ready before this game. I saw you. You were locked in. You had the horse blinders on. You were myopic. Nobody was stopping you. You were focused.
Jay, there's a level we have to reach game in and game out. Gamers know what it's about. To Paul. Capella gets it in the right corner. Paul. Now that's a contest. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
To Harden. Over to the right side. Oh, whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Golden State Warriors are in Philadelphia. In the game for the Warriors. Number 23.
Paul to Anthony. Rejected by Durant.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Thompson It's been a good night from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 6 from deep.
It's called room and rhythm, Ed. If you don't crowd him defensively, you allow him to have room, he will find that rhythm from behind the arc.
Little R&R has never hurt anybody, Jay. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Knocks down the first.
There it is. Just like practice.
So he hits the first, misses the second. To Cousins. Thompson off the mark.
I got it.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First one, count it. And he makes them both.
Good shot, man.
Curry. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Paul to Anthony. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
And he connects on the first free throw.
For Houston, number 17, P.J. Tucker.
Able to convert on both free throws.
Right back to you.
Thompson. Not that time. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Runner here, won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
First one goes down.
Oh, yeah.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Durant. And a putback slam. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Green to Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Thompson. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Harden. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They continue their unbeaten run, red hot to start the season. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.